Okay, so here's the book journal cover that was made with 2 Ritz Crackers boxes. Right now I'm holding it closed with, you may see these little things that, anyway, Life's Rich. It says Ritz, Life's Rich, and I may modify that at some point to say my life is rich. Again, the caption is food for thought. So when you open it up, I'm going to have my signatures inside, and I decided to put them together because I love this. It was on one of the backs of some of the boxes, and Ritz open for fun. And I'd like to think that while I'm monitoring my weight progress and understanding my use of food or misuse of food, that I'm going to open this book for fun. And I think I kept it in the back. I've put something that's going to be a pocket, and it is from a delivery organization in San Francisco called Munchery, which actually delivers very good food for me. And yeah, I don't know what this is. Something stuck. Okay, so this is the cover of the book. When I open it up, this is one of my first signatures. And what all the signatures for the most part, not for the most part, the ones I've made so far, are actually taken from shopping bags from stores that I frequent. And I chose this one to start the book because it says, be the change. And that's very important for me. I want to change and get back to my really good eating patterns, exercise patterns, the whole 9 yards. I'm not getting any younger, and I need to have my body and my health. So right now, these are not stitched in. I actually have them rubber band to the spine. They will be. I am going to finish this, and I'll post the finished book. Right now, I'm just saying I started the challenge. So I did mention that I wasn't going to use any scrapbook paper for any of this book. However, I was in Michael's one day years ago, and I found this pad, which of course now I don't see to reach to show you, but you may have seen them. If I find it in a minute, I'll post it or go grab it. It was a pad of papers that act as paper, what do you call it? Placemats. Yeah, they act as placemats. And they were a very pretty pattern. There were 4 patterns in this pad. And that was the only thing I reverted to in terms of something that was already designed to be pretty. Gosh, I don't know what I did with it. And again, if I see it before I finish, or I'll go to it before I finish. So anyway, this is from a store called Buy Right in San Francisco. Very organically conscious and, you know, good food. They have a $12 roast beef sandwich. Actually, I think it's $10.99 now, and it's really good. They also are known for their ice cream, which is also very good, and their bakery, which is also very good, which does make it hard for me when I go in to get their prepared food, which is good food or a good salad or some good cheese, because that ice cream case and the cookie case are on your way to the checkout. Hello. Anyway, this is Buy Right, and it's Be the Change. So I lined the inside of all of the signatures with a sheet from that pad I'm referring to, the placemat pad from Recollections. Now in this one, this is an envelope, and it's an envelope that had a big window. And what I intend to do with this is put one of my favorite pictures of me at my, what I call my running weight. I mean, my weight, like, you know, when I walk down the street, 40-year-old guys are hitting on me. So I hope to put that in there. This is an envelope. Transamerica is where my money is. So it'll be an upside down envelope. And then I plan on having this pack of skinny sticks that I got at a street fair years ago. Hi, I'm skinny. Yeah, that's the object. So in this section also, these are the boxes for the food placements. They're nutritional replacements to regular food. So they're processed foods. They have regimented calories. Mostly my drinks are like 100 calories of soups. this is what I use to maintain my weight. It's also a program I've been on to lose quite a bit of weight. So I thought it was fitting to take one of the boxes, which it turns out I don't have too many of, because I've actually been putting these boxes in the recycle. So I've made this the cover to my weight journal, and this is what I will be keeping. Today's the 6th of June. I'm going to start today. I'm going to start today. I can write down what I ate today. Well, maybe I'll start tomorrow because today was a rough day. Anyway, this is something I made for myself because normally when I'm monitoring my weight, I'm going to eat meal replacements. So I may have a salad or something. And I keep track of it, my vitamin C, my exercise, where I walk, meds, anyway, notes. So I put a whole packet of those in this booklet here that I made. This is just going to be a pocket with something. So that's my first signature. And again, this signature is definitely just related to the actual logging of my weight progress. Now, how is it that I lost the paperclip? We'll do that. Ah, here it is. Oh, gosh. Sorry. There's so many things you're used to doing that suddenly when you're faced with not being able to do it, you don't remember until you do it. Leave it alone, Scotty. We'll check that. So my next signature is a McDonald's bag. I grew up with McDonald's. I went through college with McDonald's. There are periods in time when no matter what, I'm going to get in my car. The McDonald's actually is literally a block away from my house. And I get in my car, my gas guzzling SUV, to go into my garage, which makes it 2 blocks, to McDonald's. It's a long story. It's not going to change. Anyway, so this is my McDonald's bag. It is a behavior that while I probably won't change it, I need to be aware of it, need to monitor when I do it, kind of take notes as to what's going on. Again, this is part of the placemat. This is actually a joining of 2 of the different designs. Now, this is actually a security envelope. I saw this, I'm trying to remember his name, it's Mark something, where he took the security envelopes, slapped some acrylic paint, and used a Sharpie to color the cellophane. Loved it. Then he did some stamping and spraying, all of which I have never done any of this. I suck at stamping. I have a ton of stamps that some of which I've never used, but I don't do it very well. So I need to take lessons. But the whole idea with this challenge was for me to challenge myself to do stuff. I bought these stamps to use. I have acrylic paints, and darn it all, I'm going to use it. So I used the acrylic paints, and I did this, and, yay or nay, but this is a security envelope. The ubiquitous composition notebook pages, so I can write. This is another big McDonald's, a Big Mac. I'm not actually a great Big Mac fan, but this bag was in my bag one day. So I'm not sure if I'm going to call this a pocket or just use it for journaling. The other thing I have is I got these from Crate and Barrel someplace. They're basically tray liners, hamburger liners, but it's got beef and pig and something on it that I really should monitor what I eat. This is an envelope with the mail I'm going to turn into a pocket, and I am going to do tags. I will show you what I plan on using for tags, maybe. What I maybe use for tags. Graph paper to write on. Here's an envelope. Here's an envelope. We're part of an envelope. This is some yellow paper that I'm using sideways, and I really don't like this look, but I put it in here because if I'm eating at my McDonald's, I'm kind of doing sideways. I'm not going in the right direction. So that was my thought about having it this way when I write about it. And there may be, when I finish this, I'll have more pockets and stuff for right now, but this is just getting it in the mix. And I'm holding it together with these rubber bands that I found at Office Max, a bag of like 5,000 on clearance for 25 cents. Who knows? Envelopes. So I'm using those envelopes. Graph paper. This is the other side. I pulled out a lot of the envelopes that were colored, like the AARP or Chase Slate that's blue, because I like the idea of having some color. And I think that's pretty much it in this book. And I am going to figure out a way to do a pocket. Now, these are, I did get from Crate & Barrel. These are French fry baskets. Can you see this? So I'm going to figure out how to do a pocket with those. And I plan on probably having those in every one of the signatures. Okay? So that's my McDonald's signature, which again is hopefully helping me modify my behaviors in the long run. Okay, so now we get to a big issue. This is a Miette bag, and Miette is a confiserie, candy shop, cookie shop, place I don't need to be in, but they make the best gingerbread loaf cake and gingerbread cookies. Oh my God. They also make these salted caramel taffies that my goddaughter loves. I have to buy and send to her or take with me. Fortunately, I don't like them, so I don't eat them. But Miette has the cutest little store near my neighborhood in Hayes Valley, and it's just adorable. You go in and you have to buy something. So I have a sweet tooth. I've had this Miette bag forever, and I'm going to dedicate this to the sugar addiction. It's a bad one. And again, basically, I love that paper. I have to find that pad. It's around here somewhere. But again, this was the experiment in using the security envelopes and slapping acrylic paint and doing Sharpies. I had to go out and find the big, thick Sharpies because the thin ones took forever to color. Now, I'm not crazy about this, but it could be a background. So again, ubiquitous. I have to stop saying ubiquitous. Composition paper. These were some more burger. These are burger liners, also from Crate & Barrel. So you know they had to be on sale, because if I buy stuff like this, I'm not using it for my kitchen, because the other whole point of this, I do not prepare food in my kitchen. I use my espresso maker in my kitchen and my microwave, and I make paper pulp in my sink. That's the extent of my kitchen. So anyway, but I like these because they had lines, so they'll work for journaling. Mrs. Field's bag. C's candy, a big favorite of mine. And Costco, of course, you know, gives you a discount, which is a bad thing. But I try and monitor that. But we'll have conversations about that. So that's in this one. Pad, kitty pad. Who knows why I got it. But it's the Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss. And who doesn't love Dr. Seuss? So it's a journaling page. Envelope with a window so pictures can go behind it. The other side of the C's candy. And I fold them like this so I can have the actual, you know, full length of what the bag said. More of the basket liners. Once again, I try and do it like this so you can have the line across. So that's pretty much it. The burger fry thing at the end. I'm going to figure out something. So that's the Miette signature. Oh, I forgot to mention, along with the fact that these are themed signatures, I want to have at least 6. Since this is June, I want to take this book through to December and see how I do with this conversation. So again, more sweets. Help! This was a company that made the most delicious cookies. I actually bought the cookies as a gift, and unfortunately, no one ever got the gift because I ate all the cookies that I purchased. This, too, is going to be sweet. This was a different lining. This was, I think this was a gift bag liner. If I find all this stuff, I'll go through it or delineate it when I actually finish the journal. And again, I'm using, because I made a bunch of these just to try it out. Paper, burger liners, chocolate chip cookies, envelopes, the pink 6x9 envelopes. The sideways paper, because again, sweets are sideways in this process. So that's currently the Kelly's Cookies signature. And let's see, I showed you the Munchery, what I think will be a